helping support the Pink Out game.
Basha's varsity team has been anticipating this game for a while. In fact, many of the players have been telling me up until this point that they have really been anticipating a win against Gilbert. Pretty heated.
Oh yeah, they've been training and training. As you see, as they're warming up right now against the Gilbert Tigers. Everyone's pumped. The music is blaring, and we're gonna get ready for a great game. Hopefully, you know, it'll be a good, interesting game for us. Right now we're watching the Basha Bears warm up. Looks like they're all getting ready and practicing. It's cool. It's cool stuff, man. How do you think the team's gonna do this game, Jack?
Well, honestly, watching the freshmen and the JV team, I have some pretty high expectations for the varsity team. And knowing some of the people on the team, they're quite good volleyball players, so.
Definitely. Our team is the Basha Bears team, is pretty good. And hopefully, you know, they can pull out a win, but good luck to the Gilbert Tigers as well.
You can really feel and hear the enthusiasm amongst not only the fans, but the players as well.
Oh yeah, the fans are getting pumped, especially with the whole first 100 people get a free t-shirt thing. That was a good thing. The student section over there is getting full of people, so everyone gets ready to cheer on their teams. The Gilbert section also has a lot of parents and family members ready to cheer on their team. So both teams, good luck to them, and we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, and on a side note, I think really any awareness for breast cancer is good awareness.
Oh, definitely, and the whole you know, donations and awareness in general is always good. In the corner, you can't see it on the screen right now, but in the corner they have a little booth selling some items for breast cancer and cancer in general. And I believe, I could be wrong, but to my knowledge, that they're donating proceeds to different centers to help research cancer. I said cancer, sorry. Oops.
That's all right. It looks like Basha's varsity team is.
Oh, there we go. See, there's the booth that they're selling the different items for, and hopefully we can raise some more money to help find a cure for cancer.
Right now, the Gilbert Tigers are just warming up. It seems like the Basha Bears have finished their warm-ups and are now just waiting.
Yeah, it looks like we got about 4.5 minutes until the game starts. And we'll see how it goes from there. It looks like, you know, everyone's getting pumped. I mean, I'm pumped. It's kind of cold in here too for those just watching, you know. But I mean,
and the varsity game goes to 3 sets of 5, so it's much longer than the freshman and the JV games. So it'll be pretty interesting to see how this goes, considering the longer length.
Definitely. And right now, we're showing Morgan Soto. That was her. But yeah, so we have our Basha players just standing by, getting ready to play.
You know, I have to say, everybody seems pretty calm, you know, considering that this is a varsity game, because you would think they would want to win as many as they can, but everybody seems pretty calm right now.
There's so much good sportsmanship going around. I mean, I see Gilbert and Basha parents and students mingling with each other, the players, you know, no one has any hard feelings or anything. It's friendly competition, which is what we strive for in competition in general. And I think that's a really great thing to have, so that there's, you know, there's not a huge rivalry where everyone hates each other, because that's no fun. I mean, you know, it's fun to have friendly rivalry. I think when you're actually fighting, it gets old.
Yeah, that can get a little tedious sometimes. It definitely is good to have sort of, you know, like a frenemy aspect of it, I guess.
That's the word
for it. Yeah, that's always good to have with competition, I feel.
Definitely. Like, you want to be friends with the other team, but, you know, you're competing against each other. But afterwards, you can still go out and go for ice cream. I think, you know, that's always a good thing to have. So.
It looks like we got about 2 minutes and 40 seconds left before the teams are finished warming up and this game will get underway.
Is there going to be a national anthem, Jack? Do you know? Probably.
There might be a national anthem. I'm not entirely sure.
We are like 99% sure, because it is a varsity game. So as soon as we get details, we'll, you know, let you know what's going on. But yeah, so you're streaming live on sports360az.com. We are the Basha Multimedia and Film class with Kevin Dang as our producer. And we're just getting this live stream underway as we prepare for the game to get started.
Yes, it's always good to build up the audience at least a little bit before the game and just kind of give them some background information, I feel.
Definitely, and even just, you know, we like to give our audience a little listen time because, yes, the game hasn't started, but you know what? We're like a little talk show here. I mean, I think I'm pretty cool. I think Jack's a little cool sometimes, but, you know, we're just going to get this underway and see, you know, how this goes on and see who's going to win, what plays are going on as we do our little play-by-play in color for you guys here. So again, I'm Miranda Tanquary.
And I'm Jack Bryan.
Just in case you forgot our names.
Yeah, I feel that when people at home are watching, you know, it's great to hear the play-by-play and the commentary, but it's also a little bit of a relief to hear some, you know, just some banter between announcers.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, so what else can we talk about, you know, with sports and stuff? I mean, yeah, you could talk forever about stats and history and all that fun stuff, but I mean, come on, you got to have some comedy in there, right, Jack?
Yeah, and given that we can't shoot everything, sometimes there are things off the screen that the people watching at home can't quite see.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, that was a little promo for our next live for the Unified football game. So be sure to tune in on that on next Tuesday.
And just before this game starts, I'd like to say I feel like that'll be a pretty cool game to announce.
Oh yeah, that's going to be an amazing game with the Unified team. We love doing it for them. We love to be with them and support them in any way that we can, and to be there for the Unified team.
Yes, and with that, it looks like this game is about to start in a few seconds.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, they're announcing Raffle. For those who are here, they're auctioning off raffle tickets for different prizes, and you know, that'll go for the cancer charities and keep help find a cure, because that's a really important thing, because I know people who have been lost to cancer, and you know, it's good to always be searching for a cure.
Yes, it is. And it looks like both teams are getting ready to. It looks like the Gilbert Tigers have finished warming up, and it seems like now Basha's on the court warming up.
This looks like it's actually the JV and freshman teams that are just kind of messing around right now. I think they're doing some kind of spiking competition here. I'm not quite sure what they're doing, but it looks like that this is the JV and freshman teams. So I'm actually not quite sure what's going on, but you know what? We'll kind of play this by ear here. So. Oh, it looks like we still have another 5 minutes. So whatever countdowns we were given, yeah, we're just kind of looking at the clock right here, but it keeps moving up, so I apologize.
Our game is running a little late, considering that the freshman and the JV games run a little longer than expected. The JV game actually went into an extra set. Yeah,
definitely. So, yep, so I don't know. Oh, this is actually, yeah, this is the varsity Basha team. I don't know what, because she's on varsity. So I guess we'll see. So I guess they're spiking. So do you have any other comments about the game or about anything in general, Jack?
No, I think I just about covered everything. I think everybody's been looking forward to this game for a little bit, at least people who are really high fans of Basha.
Oh yeah.
Especially the volleyball team.
Definitely. I know our principal, Mr. Lassenheis, is here to support the volleyball team. You know, he likes to support Basha. He's the brand new principal here. When Mr. James left to go to Hamilton, Mr. Lutz stepped up, and he's, you know, supporting the teams and doing what he can to support his school. So I think that's really awesome of him to do, because he doesn't have to. He does it because he loves Basha and he wants to support us in any way that he can.
Yeah, well, I think in all the time that he's been here, I have to say, I think he's doing a fairly decent job of taking the place of Mr. James.
Definitely. It's definitely big shoes to fill, but I definitely think Big Lots he's handling it really well. You know, because Mr. James was here for a while, and now Lots is making changes, and I think they're all good. They're all good changes because he is a great principal. He has great ideals, He is, you know, he's a great person. I've talked to him a few times. He's very, he's funny, he's caring, and he truly cares about the Basha Bears, and he wants us to be the best Bears that we can be. So I think that's a great attribute in a principal and someone who's a leader of a school.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to have one that's especially down to earth, as you just described. And for all you watching at home, it's very hard to see on screen, but everybody here is pretty much wearing pink. Most of the student section and most of the players are currently wearing pink to show how much they support breast cancer awareness.
Definitely. It's just, you know, we got pink in the stands. We got the JV and the freshmen wearing pink as the varsity team warms up here. You know, we're just, you know, getting ready for the game to start. And well, the clock says 2 minutes and 20 seconds, but you know what? We'll see. Well, we're playing this by ear. I don't exactly know when it's going to start, but we'll just keep talking until it does, because that's what we do. We talk all day. Yep, I know. Our producer was giving us some hand motions to talk, and I'm talking. So thanks, Kevin. All right. All right, so we got our game hopefully getting up to a start here as we get ready. And so in case you didn't catch, we'll be live streaming the unified football game next Tuesday, and we'll be live streaming it for you all to see here on Sports 360 AZ. It'll be a great game to support the unified team. I don't know who they're versing, but it's going to be great because it's always fun. I love Unified. Unified is awesome. Right, Jack? Unified is great.
Yeah, I think Unified is pretty great, and I think it kind of makes everybody feel sort of happy being able to watch them just kind of play sports and have fun and just be able to enjoy themselves. I mean, that's really what sports are about, is the enjoyment. You know, obviously there's a competitive edge. You want to do great, but overall, you know, as the kind of a cliche saying goes, but it's all about having fun. Definitely about having fun and giving the special education kids a chance to participate and give them a full-on opportunity to be a cheerleader or on the football team, and I think that is the most loveliest opportunity. So be sure to tune in. We really would like you to watch and check out and support them because they love to be supported. They just love. The kids are full of love. They're amazing. I love them so much. Yes, and it looks like there's about 30 seconds left on the timer, so hopefully this game will get underway pretty soon. It seems like everybody is now practicing once again. They have ceased the, I guess you could call it a kill competition. Yeah, I know, and I mean the student section is filling up too. There's more than, as the game gets closer to getting started. Everyone's here to support their own, the Basha Bears, and help with the cure for cancer here. So, I don't know, we'll see. Oh, there goes the bell, buzzer, whatever. So I guess we'll see here. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and get started here. All right, it looks like pretty soon the teams will be taking to their side of the courts. This game will be going to 5 sets. The first team to win 3 sets of 5, it'll be the champions. All right, now they're giving the starting lineup for the Gilbert Tigers here. Number 4, Cameron Hill. 7, Kenna Martin. Number 9, Caitlin Grimes. Number 13, Crystal Blair. 14, Alishlyn Zilch. And now for the Basha Bears. I don't know really how much you guys can hear, so. Number 2, Caitlin Sammons. Number 3, Alex Fisher. Number 4, Kiana Gonzalez. Number 11, Kiki Thompson. Number 12, Raquel Valliere. Number 8, Justine Span. All right, now we have the national anthem. We don't have to sing. We have the national anthem, and we're gonna go ahead and be silent.
All right, that national anthem was sung by Maddie Rathman. She's a player on the volleyball team. She is a sophomore, I believe, here at Basha, and she has a beautiful, beautiful voice. So she's a great performer. She does theater and she sings a lot, and so I believe that's why they chose her, because she does have a beautiful, beautiful voice.
Yes, she does. You can really tell that she adamantly practices singing, because that was an amazing performance. It's probably one of the best I've heard in a while.
Definitely. She's actually sang for the Diamondbacks at some of their games, and for, I believe, a basketball team too. So she was definitely a good choice to sing the anthem.
And it looks like this game is getting ready to go underway.
All right, let's get this party started. Whoop, 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 whoop. Up, and there goes the Bears. They're doing a little cheer. Here we go.
And it looks like this game is about to get started.
Here we go. So we got the starters up on the the court. I said field, but whatever. All right.
And it looks like the Gilbert Tigers will be serving the ball first to the Basha Bears. It looks like they have McKenna Martin up serving.
All right. Let's see how this goes. McKenna Martin is getting ready. As you can see, here she goes.
She's getting ready. There's the serve. Alex Fisher sets it. Oh. Wow. And that was a great kill from the Basha Bears.
But no points awarded. All right, there we go.
And there was a serve from the Bears. Looks like they're passing it. Oh, that was a great dig. Passing it. There's the hit. Set. She hits it. Oh, whoa. That was a great dig. Passing it back and forth right now.
Oh, point to Basha Bears. Now it's 2-0. 2-0. There we go.
Looks like they've got Kiana Gonzalez on the Basha Bears serving. There is a serve. Oh.
All right, visitor of the Gilbert Tigers. Now it's 2-1.
Looks like they got Alexa Rocas up serving. And there's a serve. And the pass in the ball, she sets it, hits it, and
Basha Bears.
Great kill.
They got, now it's 3-1. Bears 3, Tigers 1. Alex Fisher is serving now. Here we go.
She's getting ready to serve, and there it is.
Oh! Wow, the Bears are starting off very, very good. Now the Bears, it's 4-1. Bears in the lead.
Alex Fisher once again up to serve. And there's a serve, and it's received by the Tigers. It looks like they're passing it. She hits it over, and it is received up.
And that, we had Julia Molinas from the Basha Bears. She hit that one out, and so that means the Gilbert Tigers got another point, so now it's 4-2.
Sam Bover serves. The Bears receive it. They're passing. She hits it.
All right.
That was like, unfortunately, that was another out.
Justine Span hit that out, so now it's 4-3. Bears in the lead.
There's a serve once again from Sam Bover. Passing, she sets it. Oh! And it looks like the net got in the way of that one.
Yep, so now the Tigers, it's tied, 4-4. My foot's falling asleep.
Sam Bover serves, received by the Bears. She sets it, she tips it over.
Yep, so a point to the Gilbert Tigers, 4-5.
Gilbert Tigers now have a slight lead against the Bears.
Yep, Bears started out strong, but now Tigers are ahead. With my foot asleep.
And Basha is just passing the ball. She hits it over. Oh, and that was a nice block on the Bears.
Wow, yeah, I know. So now it's 5-5. We're all tied up again at 5.
Nice block by Kiki Johnson.
Yep, and here we go. We got the Basha serving. Number 8, Justine Span. Oh, point to Basha. Point to Basha. 6-5, Basha in the lead.
Morgan Soto with that block against the Tigers.
And here comes Justine. She's serving again, and here she goes.
Ball is received by the Tigers. They're passing it. She hits it, and it looks like that is a point for the Tigers.
All
the
right.
score is now tied 6-6.
6-6. Wow. This is going to be a close game, I feel.
Looks like the Tigers have Caitlin lines up to serve.
And she hits.
Oh,
out.
And she hits it out.
She hits it out. So there we go. For the Bears, it's now 7-6 with Bears in the lead. This is such a close game so far. It's even only the first one, so I guess we'll see how this goes, right?
Looks like Basha has Dominique Thompson up to serve next. And their serve received by the Tigers. She sets it. She hits it. Oh, and it's received. She sets it. Hits it.
Oh,
that was a great dig.
That was Sam. She did that one for the Tigers.
Both teams are getting some good digs in tonight. They are passing the ball. She hits it, and it looks like that was out. That is once again a point for the Basha Bears. The score is now 8 Bears, Tigers 6.
Wow, here we go. All right, number 10 for the Basha Bears, Dominique Thomason.
There is a serve, and they're passing it. She hits it.
Oh. All right.
Looks like that'll be a point for the Tigers. Score now sits at 8-7.
And awe as in happy exclamation, because we are unbiased here. We are an unbiased announcer, so that was a happy awe.
Looks like they're having Cameron Hill serve for the Tigers.
And she hits.
There's serve. Oh, ooh, almost caught up by the net there. Oh, there was a hit. That was a great dig.
All right.
And it looks like that was a point for Basha.
So now it's 9-7 with Basha in the lead.
Once again, this game is going for the first team to get 3 sets of 5.
All right, so we'll see how this goes. So that was Caitlin Salmon serving for the Bears.
Tigers are past it. She hits it. She sets it up, getting some good digs. Good. Oh, and that was an amazing block.
That was amazing, amazing, amazing. So now it's 10-7, Bears in the lead, and let's see if the Gilbert Tigers can catch up.
Another great block on the Bears' part. Caitlin Salmon's again up for the serve. Oh.
Oh, all righty.
That looks like it'll be a point for the Tigers. Score now sits at 10-8.
Here we go.
For the Tigers, number 14, Ashlyn Zilch.
Ashlyn Zilch is serving for the Tigers. She goes, puts a spin on it, and then she hits. Oh, over. Oh.
They're trying.
Woo! Wow, that was pretty intense.
Yes, that was, unfortunately, though, because she touched it. That means another point for the Tigers.
Not unfortunately. Good for the Tigers, bad for the Bears.
Well, that's what I meant is unfortunately for the Bears.
Unbiased here, Jack. I said Zach. Oops. His name is Jack, guys.
Don't worry, you're not the first.
I even know exactly who you are. All right, here we go. Oh, Caitlin got that one.
Both teams getting some good digs.
Oh.
That is once again a point for the Bears. The score is now 11-9 Bears.
Woo, here we go. All right. Morgan Soto is going to be serving for the Bears here.
Get ready for the serve, and there it is. Getting some good passes, good hits. That was a great dig by Kiana Gonsalves on the Bears. Sets it, hits, and a great kill.
Yay!
That was a great kill by McKenna Martin for the Tigers. That puts the score at 11-10. Still, Basha Bears in the lead by 1.
Oh, it's so close, guys. All right. So, McKenna Martin is serving for the Tigers, and bop, there she goes. for the Bears. Taps it over. So now the Bears get another point. It is 12-10. Basha in the lead.
That was a good attempt by the Tigers, however, to try and receive the ball and pass it.
Yeah, they would have the slit or, you know, grabbed a paddle ball or something to get that one.
Cameron Hill serves the ball. It's received by the Tigers.
Oh.
She hits it. Oh, and that was a block by the Bears.
Yeah, and that was Chase Daughtry. Apologize, and that was for her. All right, so now the Bears serve.
Passing the ball. She hits it. Oh, that was, that was blocked by the Tigers, but it looks like it was a point
for the Bears. And it's now 14-10, Bears in the lead.
There's a serve received by the Tigers.
There we go.
She sets it.
Oh, that went under the net. That was actually, they like went boom, boom, and it went, you know, under the net. So now it's 14-11. Bears still in the lead. Tigers try and catch up here.
That was Chase Daughtry on the Tigers that made that kill.
All right, and so now Alex Fisher just served for the Gilbert Tigers. All right. Another point for the Gilbert Tigers, now 14-12 as they're catching up to the Bears. Again, this game is 3-5, so we'll see who's going to do this here.
She sets it up. Oh, and she kills it.
All right. Bears 15, the Gilbert Tigers 12.
Alex Fisher up to serve to the Tigers.
All right, and as a correction with the scoreboard we just put up, it is 15-12, not 5-12.
Received by the Tigers. Oh, they hit it. Oh, that was an attempted block, but still went over. She sets it up. She hits it. Both teams getting some great digs in here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Oh.
They're passing it. Hit. Oh, and once again it was blocked by Kiki Johnson on the Basha Bears.
Now 16-12, Bears in the lead.
Alex Fisher once again up to serve for the Bears.
Fisher and Pop.
There's a serve received by the Tigers. And that was a great hit by Caitlin Lines for the Tigers.
All right, 17-12. Looks like we have a timeout here. I don't know who it was called by, but it is a timeout. We have a minute-long timeout. So, so far it's going really well. It's really tight together. Both teams are amazing. You know, it's really close. So we got 45 seconds left, and before they get back into the swing of things and see if the Gilbert Tigers can catch up to the Basha Bears.
Yes, and I have to say, for as quick as each serve and each hit is, it's pretty intense for the most part.
So intense. You know, it's back and forth, and you know, because like I said, both teams I think are evenly matched. They both teams have amazing players. As we see what's going on and see how this is going to roll in for the future. So what they're talking about is for the breast cancer awareness and getting raffle tickets, and so we'll try and find a cure for breast cancer.
That would be great. Both teams seem to be doing fairly well coming out of the gate.
Definitely. All right, here comes the Basha Bears out of their timeout.
It's very interesting because anybody who sees the scoreboard might say, oh, it's pretty much a win for this set for the Bears, but actually not. What I saw from the freshman and the JV game, leads can go away fairly quick, so it'll be easy to see what the rest of the set holds.
Definitely. All right, here we go back to the game. Alex Fisher served for the Bears.
Oh,
that was Morgan Soto. She did a whole roll up there to grab that ball. She's dedicated, man. It's 17-13. Basha's Bears in the lead.
It was a great dive for that ball, but went out. Score is now 17-13. Still Bears in the lead. And Sam Bover for the Tigers serving it, received by Basha, set up. Oh, and that was a point for the Basha Bears. The Tigers attempted to block it, but it still just made it over by that much.
Definitely. So now it's 18-13, and Bears in the lead still. All right, here we go. We got Justine Span serving for the Bears.
Received by the Tigers. There's a hit. Oh, and it looks like that was out. Great hit by the Tigers, but out.
Now it's 19-13, Bears in the lead.
Once again, we got Justine Span. Received. Set it up. Oh, she tips it over. The Bears are able to get it. There's a hit.
But they hit the net. They got it. They hit the net. So now, you know, it's still 19-14.
Once again, we have Caitlin Linus serving for the Tigers. There's a serve. The Bears receive it. Passing back and forth. There's the hit. And it looks like that was out on the Bears. That'll be another point for the Tigers.
19-15. Bears still in the lead, but Tigers are catching up. 'Cause like I said, they're evenly matched, you know. So we got Caitlin Lyons serving for the Gilbert Tigers.
That was a great dig by Justine Span. Oh!
Gilbert Tigers they blocked that one from going in, and they got that point. So it's 19-16 as the Tigers catch up.
A lot of effort is being shown by both teams tonight so far.
Definitely. All right, another point for the Gilbert Tigers. It's now 19-17, Bears in the lead. Timeout called by Basha. So we have a minute-long timeout here.
Yeah, it looked like Justine Span tried to dig that, but couldn't quite make it. She missed it just by that much.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, they're getting close. It's 19-17, so we got, you know, 3 points in between. If Gilbert can just make 3 points without Basha making any, they're tied. And it, you know, as we're watching, it doesn't take that long to get a point, you know, because it's really fast paced. That's, you know, what I like about volleyball. It's super fast paced, and you're like point, because everyone's working really hard. And both teams are definitely are playing their hardest because they're really close right now, and you know, it's anybody's game still.
Yeah, earning points happens very quick. That's exactly why I said leads don't last very long. Just a few minutes ago, Basha was in a very long lead, but now the score is a lot closer.
It's definitely a lot closer because both teams have really strong players. So we're starting again here. We got the Tigers serving. All right.
Hit by the Tigers.
Now it's 19-18. Bears in the lead, but the Gilbert Tigers are catching up. They're 1 point behind, and then they'll be tied, all right? So now we have Caitlin Lyons. She's serving again for the Gilbert Tigers. And there she goes serving. And that's another point for the Tigers. Now they're tied, 19-19, right, Jack?
Yep. Looks like Justine Span lost her footing there a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like it. So, you know, there you go, the Gilbert Tigers serving again.
Bears receive the ball. Oh, they hit it. She sets it. Gets hit. Oh.
Oh, it went out of bounds, so the Gilbert Tigers gets a point. So now the Tigers are in the lead, 20-19.
Had that gone in, that would have been a great assist by the Basha Bears.
Definitely. But, you know, Tigers are determined to catch up. You know, it's still anybody's game, so here they go. That was a good save.
Passing the ball. Oh, and that was a fantastic block on the Bears' part.
Basha, look at that. Wait, was that a point? That was not a point. Yes, it was. Okay, it's just they used to change it. So I got nervous for a second. It's 2020. 2020 vision, huh? Huh? Alrighty. Bears serving. Oh, it looks like it's a point for the Bears. It's now 21-20. 21-20. It's better than 2020 vision, huh? Huh? Yeah, no.
Looks like the Bears have Dominique Thompson up to serve.
Thomason, not Thompson. All right. 21-21. Oh my gosh, they are neck and neck, guys. They have both equally good teams here, and they're just, you know, wow.
Yes, but it is good to keep in mind that the team that wins the set has to win by 2 points.
This is true. So literally, it's anyone's game.
Bears will pass it. There's the hit. Oh, that was a great dig.
That was a great save by Sam.
Sam Bover with that dig. That was very good. It couldn't quite stay in.
But yeah, so another point for the Bears, 22-21.
Looks like on the Bears side we have Caitlin Salmons ready to serve.
Getting ready. Here we go.
There's serve. And it is received. Sets it. She tips it over. getting some good digs in here. Oh.
Oh, look at that. There was a point for the Bears right there.
That was a
23-21.
A great attempted block on the Tigers' part.
Timeout. Gilbert, Tigers called the timeout. So just a reminder, we're on sports360az.com. We're the Basha Multimedia and Film 3-4 class is live streaming it. Kevin Dang is our producer here. As we, get up to the end of this first set here, it's 23-21. Bears in the lead. As we get ready for them to finish this up.
This is quite honestly a great game so far, I have to say.
It's very fast-paced. There's no boring moments. Both teams have great players. There's great digs. There's great kills here. We got everyone playing their hardest. Everyone doing what they can to get points for their team.
Yeah, and some very good blocks from both teams as well.
Definitely. All right, now we have Caitlin Sammons. She's serving for the Basha Bears.
And it looks like that one was received by the Tigers. She hits it, and looks like that was a point for the Tigers. Score is now 23-22. Bears still in the lead by 1 point.
Still in the lead, but it's still, like I said, it is anybody's game. Both teams are amazing here. So we got the Gilbert Tigers. They're serving here with Ashlyn Zilch.
Sets it up. There's a hit. Passing it.
Whoa! Oh, that was saved by Justine
ball.
Spann. All right. Oh, went up into the Raptors there. It touched. Oh, and that was McKenna Martin actually ran into the net there. So, but
it's very interesting to know that even if the ball hits the ceiling, that you can still play it if it doesn't land on the opponent's side.
Definitely. So the score is 24-22. Bears in the lead, and Morgan Soto just served. There we go.
Tips it over. Oh,
and it looks like it's a point for the Gilbert Tigers. 24-23. Bears still in the lead.
And it's very interesting to see the different types of hits that we've been seeing and kills. Sometimes they're very hard. Sometimes they're just slightly tapped over the net.
Yeah, definitely. So now the ball's back in play. Looks like that was out of bounds by Justine Spann. Hit it just a little bit too much. Now the score is tied up 24-24. Anybody's game. I swear it is. I promise you.
If this trend holds true for the rest of the game, we may be seeing some extra sets.
Probably. I mean, we got five of them, so.
McKenna Martin serves the ball. Bears receive it. Looks like it hits the ceiling. It's still playing.
But we got the Gilbert Tigers getting a point, so 24-25. Tigers now in the lead, taking a lead from the Basha Bears, who have been in lead a lot of time. We are now on a timeout by the Bears. It's a minute-long timeout.
All the Tigers need is just one more point, and they win this first set.
Do they?
Yes.
Okay. As long as the Bears don't make any more. All right, so, both teams are playing super hard, and it's really interesting to see as they deliberate now on what their next move is because they're so close. Both teams are deliberating and getting their plays together as they try and win this set.
Yes, and it's probably always good to remember to try to keep your team at least 2 points ahead of the other team.
Definitely.
As just a way to, I guess, secure your victory in the long run.
Definitely. All right, so we got the Gilbert Tigers serving. It's McKenna Martin, and she goes.
Received by Basha. That was a great dig. She sets it. There's the tip. Oh, and that was a great assist by the Bears.
Definitely. It's now tied 25-25. Dang. That's all I gotta say, man.
Been seeing quite a few patterns in this game so far already.
All right, here we go.
She hits it. Oh, and
out of bounds. So now that is a point for the Bears. It's 26-25. Bears in the lead.
All the Bears need is just that one extra point. Looks like they have Kiana Gonzalez up to serve. She serves it. Received by the Tigers. There's the set. There's the hit. Oh.
And it's a point for the Tigers. 26-26. Tied still. Tied.
Boy, we are in a real stalemate here.
I know. Like, if we just keep tying and tying, who knows how long these games can go. Because I don't think they have a time limit, so.
They do not.
Yeah. All right, that was served by Alexa Rockus from the Gilbert Tigers. Point for the Bears, 27-26, Bears in the lead.
That was a great hit by the Bears.
All right. Alex Fisher, she's serving for the Bears.
And here comes the serve. There it is. Received by the Tigers. She sets it up. There's the hit. Oh,
whoa, that was
saved. That was an amazing
saved by
hit.
Morgan Soto.
Oh, they're trying.
There they go.
Oh.
Went out of bounds. So that was a point for the Gilbert Tigers, 27-27. We're tied again. All right. So much tying. Tie my shoes with all this tying. All right, Gilbert serving. That was Sam Beeves.
And there's a hit. Oh,
whoa,
that was
fast.
a great dig. She sets it up. There's the hit.
Hit by Julia Molinas. Oh, it's still in play. That ball is still in play. Both teams are working so hard.
There's a set by the Bears.
Oh, that was hit by the Bears. Bears get a point, 28-27. Bears in the lead.
That was a great kill by the Bears.
The student section is chanting BHS, BHS. Good job, student section, for showing your support for your team.
Both the Tigers and the Bears are already trying very hard this set. Received by the Tigers, sets it up, there's the hit. Oh.
And Tigers get another point, 28-28. Now it's all tied up again. Literally, you could tie so many shoes with how much this is being tied.
Looks like the Bears missed that dig by just that much.
So we have Caitlin Line serving for the Gilbert Tigers, and she serves.
Received by the Bears. She sets it up. There's the hit. She sets it. No one can hit it. There they go. She tips it over. Sets it up. There's the hit. Passing back and forth right now.
Oh, that was a great save.
Getting some great hits in here right now.
Kiana Gonzalez, she is saving a lot of these. She is we've been seeing her look at these, saving all these shots from the Gilbert Tigers from scoring. She's doing such a great job at that.
Yeah, she is just in the right place at the right time.
Oh, point for the Bears. It's now 29-28. Bears in the lead. That ball was in play for a very long time with a special thanks to Kiana Gonzalez for saving that ball and doing all that she can and just diving in for it. She wasn't afraid to just hit that ball.
Dominique Thomason serves, received by the Tigers. Pass it back and forth. Oh, hits it over. She sets it for the hitter. There it is. Oh.
There we go. It's 29-29. More tying. All right.
More shoes, right, Miranda?
More shoes to be tied. All right, Cameron Hill serving for the Gilbert Tigers.
And there's a serve. Received by the Bears. Goes over the net. She sets it up. Here comes the hitter. There it is. Oh,
that was saved by Justine Spann, but then the Tigers made the play, and it's now 29-30. The Tigers are in the lead. Alrighty.
Received by the Bears. She sets it up. Oh, there's the hit. Oh!
Oh, Bears. Bears get a point. It's 30-30. Now tied. More shoes. So many shoes that could go out to people that are tied. As long as they're not tied together. All right. I'm not funny. I'm sorry. Caitlin Sammons serving for the Bears.
There's a hit. There is a block, but they were able to get it back from that block from the Bears.
Point to the Gilbert Tigers, 30-31, with Tigers now in the lead because it was tied and it's just neck and neck and neck and neck and neck. Could be a giraffe. So much neck.
Boy, this stalemate is really holding true, and we are only in the first set of this 5-set game, possibly.
Wow. Alrighty. Tiger serve.
There's the set. Oh, she tried to tip it over, and she couldn't quite get it.
All right, look at that. The Tigers made their point, so it's 30-32. Tigers won the first set here. So as we get ready for the next one, as they switch sides, and we'll see how this goes. There's a potential for five sets here. So All right, so they're going to be doing the raffle here.
Once again, the score sits at the Tigers have won 1 set and the Bears have won none so far. Again, it's anybody's game at this point.
Anybody's game. All right, so, you know, as they switch sides, they're getting ready. And we're getting ready. We're going to... all right, as they raffle off some items, that one. As they raffle off some items, we have, so a lot of students don't know about the girls volleyball team. Here's their coach with her values of the team.
All right, I became the head coach at Basha with the Basha volleyball program just for the simple fact that I wanted to be a part of a winning program. And Basha has a very strong Division I volleyball program, and I just wanted to help develop young student athletes in this game. Basha volleyball is normally considered an underdog team. We're not as tall as a lot of teams out there. We're definitely making up in that area in the back row, scrappy defensively, pass the ball well, great with overall ball control on the court. We do our best to encourage the girls to play hard and always fight hard, and be patient while we play, and hopefully we get our opponent to make the errors on their side opposed to us. Basha volleyball has an amazing standout senior, Justine Spann, who's leading the state in kills with 365 hitting percentage and over 500 kills within the state. She's already been voted the ABCA Player of the Week as well as Arizona Central Player of the Week. She's already in the Hall of Fame at Basha, so she's just been amazing. But she couldn't be there without libero Kiana Gonzalez, who's a sophomore, and Alex Fisher, who's been a standout junior setter on the team as well. Gilbert is an amazing volleyball program. We last year played against them at their place and won, and it's always a tough battle. And Gilbert has an amazing coach, Joe Hess. The players are all D1 bound players, but definitely, like I said, Basha comes through with great defense and believes that they can beat the big teams, and that's all that matters. So it'll be a good fight.
It's good to know our coach has faith in her team.
And it looks like both teams are on their new sides of the court, and we are about to get this second set underway. It'll be interesting to see, not easy, which team takes this set.
Yeah, literally it's anybody's. Both teams have such strong players. So it looks like the Bears are starting it off by serving with Morgan Soto.
Once again, the Tigers currently hold 1 set and the Bears hold none. And there's a serve by Morgan Soto. There's the hit. Oh,
that was the Bears get a point. Caitlin Lines spiked that one there. So that's always good for the Tigers. Did I say Bears? I meant Tigers. I'm sorry. That was my fault. Because now they switched sides on me, so now I gotta readjust who I was looking at here. All right, Tigers are serving. All right, 1-1. We are tied. Here we go. Tying. All right.
Hopefully we won't see such a stalemate in this set.
Yep, so here we go. That was Kiana Gonzalez serving for the Bears.
That was a good dig. She sets it up, and there's a hit.
Oh.
Great dig.
That was saved by McKenna Martin from the Gilbert Tigers.
There's the set, and there's the hit.
Oh, all right.
Kiana Gonzalez really getting in there, trying to dig the ball.
Definitely. Now 1-2, Tigers are in the lead.
Looks like the Tigers are trying to get an early lead in the Bears.
Sam Bover served that for the Tigers. Yeah. 1-3, Tigers are in the lead. They're starting off really strong with this set here.
Once again, Sam Bover up to serve. There it is. Received by the Bears. Sets it up. There's the hit. Oh, and there's the block by the Tigers. Tries to hit it over.
Oh, it was out of bounds, so it looks like another point for for them. So 1-4.
Seeing some great things from the Tigers already. Ball's received by the Bears. She sets it up. There's the tip. She tips it over the net. She sets it up. There's the hit.
Makes it
in.
That was a cool move that Alex Fisher made. She kind of looked like she was about to hit it really hard, but then she did it really soft. It was cool because it looked like she was going to go wham, but it was really soft, which is really cool.
There's the serve. Received by Basha once again. Tips it over. Looks like that'll be a point for the Bears. The score now sits at 5-2 Tigers.
All right, Basha Bears got another point here. So Alex Fisher is serving for the Bears as the student section cheers for the Basha Bears here.
Alex Fisher with the serve. Gets received by the Tigers. She sets it up. Oh, looks like that was a great dig from the Bears. She hits it.
Oh,
wow.
Wow.
That was a really great dig by McKenna Martin on the Tigers. She sets it up for the Bears. And it is a fair ball. That is once again a point for the Basha Bears. The score is now 5-3. Tigers still in the lead by 2.
Definitely. But the Basha Bears are coming up as Alex Fisher serves for the Basha Bears. She gets ready to do it, and here she goes, and pop.
Received by the Tigers. There she sets it up. Oh, she goes to try and kill it, but there was a block from the Bears. Great dig. Passing it back and forth. She tips it over.
Back and forth. Oh, and close, but no cigar. Basha Bears get another point here as it's 4-5 as they catch up. Maybe they'll tie it again, or maybe they'll pass them. Who knows?
Looks like the Tigers missed it by that much.
All right, here we got Alex Fisher serving again for the Bears. Serve. And oh, that was hit by Caitlin Lines for the Gilbert Tigers. So the Gilbert Tigers now, it's 4-6 Tigers in the lead.
Boy, it seems like the beginning, the middle, and the end of all these sets are pretty intense.
Definitely, as they, there we go. Oh, that point was for the Basha Bears. Justine Span had got that one for us, and now she's serving.
And here comes Justine Span with that serve. There it is. It is received by the Tigers.
High up in the air there.
Great dig. She hits it. Oh, it just tips the net, but still goes over. She sets it up and she hits it.
Kiana Gonzalez, she almost got it. Kiana, she's been doing so good with saving it, but that time she just couldn't do it. So now it's 5-7. Tigers in the lead.
Yeah, we have been seeing a lot of Kiana this game. Couldn't quite make it over the net there, but still a great attempt.
Definitely. She's been doing great this whole entire game, so
once
here we
again,
go.
The score is 7-5 Tigers with a 2-point lead. Sets it up. There's a hit. Nice dig. Sets it up for the Tigers. She hits it.
Out of bounds. So point for the Bears. 6-7. Tigers still in the lead. Dominique Thompson is serving for the Bears now. Oh. My leg's falling asleep again. All right, here we go. And Tigers hit it over, and it's out of bounds. So now it's tied 7-7. More tying and tying and tying, neck and neck and neck, like a giraffe wearing shoes. Yes.
How many shoes do you think you could tie with all these ties?
So many. All right, here we go. We got the Gilbert received.
Oh, there was a hit. There was a block, but still made it over. She sets it up, and there's the hit. That was a great dig from the Tigers. Very light hit over the net. And it looks like that'll be another point for the Tigers. Score is now 8-7. Tigers in the lead by 1 point.
All right, Tigers. Everyone's having a fierce game. The Basha Bears are roaring, and so are the Tigers. They're going roar because they're Tigers, you know. So we got Ashton Zilch serving for the Tigers.
There's the serve. Oh, and it looks like the serve goes out. That will be a point for the Bears. Once again, game is, as
tied.
you've been saying, tied. 8-8.
Tied. So much tying. So much. All right.
Caitlin Salmons for the Bears serving to the Tigers. Oh, just barely received.
And the Bears point for the, oh, there goes the, oh, that was cool. The girls volleyball team for the Bears got up and did a little cheer. It was kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
It was a nice ace from the Basha Bears.
All right. Caitlin Salmons serves again.
Still
Oh,
received by the
out
Tigers.
of bounds, but it was touched by the Bears.
That
So
is
now
very
it's
good
9-9.
for the Tigers. Once
Good for the
again,
Tigers.
tied game.
It's a tied game once again. It's a giraffe wearing shoes.
Sorry to those of you who are watching if we sound a bit like broken records, but this game has just been getting tied over and over again.
Yeah, and for those just tuning into us, we're in the second set here. The Gilbert Tigers won the first one, and now we are tied at 9-9.
Which means that the Bears are in possession of 0 sets at this moment. Once again, this game is supposed to go to 5 sets. It's obviously the best 3 out of 5, so it'll be interesting to see what the rest of the game holds.
Definitely. So now it's 10-9. Basha Bears are in the lead, but it looks like some deliberation is going on between the Gilbert coach and a referee.
And it looks like
we are in play now, though, so it's all good.
looks like we got Morgan Soto serving for the Bears. Received by the Tigers. She sets it up, and here comes the hit.
Oh!
Attempt. That was a great dig by Kiana Gonzalez.
She's been doing this whole entire game. She's one of their strongest players.
Man, she has been killing it this entire game.
Oh, there we go. Bears. Point for the Bears. 11-9. Bears are in the lead.
Honestly, I think everyone on both teams has just been killing it this entire game so far. Everybody's trying real hard. Nobody's letting up at all. There's a serve to the Tigers that's received. She sets it up. Here comes the hit. Oh, she tips it over. Still received by the Bears. The Bears couldn't quite make it over the net. That is once again a point for the Tigers.
11-10. They're not quite tied yet, so maybe we can keep it not tied.
But knowing the game so far, it might just get tied once again.
Yeah, I know. All right, received by the Bears.
There was a pass. She tries to tip it over
Oh,
the
hit
net.
the net.
Just goes over.
Oh, they're like right by the net. Oh, point for the Bears. 12-10.
Looks like we won't be seeing another tie. The Bears have that 2-point lead.
2-point
now.
lead. If they can keep that 2-point lead up, they'll win this set here.
But as we have seen for most of the game, it's very hard to keep a lead. The game is very intense for the most part. There's a lot going on. You really have to position the ball correctly on your arms to get it right.
Definitely. All right. Oh, we got Miss Gonzalez here. She just served for the Bears.
Pass it back and forth. Oh, she tips it over the net. Passing. She sets it up. There's the hit.
Whoa,
Oh.
Miss Gonzalez saved it again. Oh.
Looks like the Bears are trying to save the ball.
But they couldn't, so they knew. Yeah,
Great
so
attempt by the Bears, but it was a point for the Tigers. The score is now 12-11. The Bears now only sit at a 1-point lead.
Alrighty. So now the Gilbert Tigers, they are serving San Bover. Giving the serve. All right.
She sets it up, and there's the hit. Hits the net.
Yep, unfortunately, Justine Spann hit the net when she went to hit over, but now it's tied at 12-12.
Once again.
Yay, tying.
Received by the Bears. Ooh, nice set.
Oh,
and
Justine's. Oh, did it go over? It went over. Look at that. 13-12. That was by Justine Spann. I thought it stayed over, but looks like I was a little wrong.
It's a fantastic kill by the Bears. Scores now 13-12. Bears with, once again, a 1-point lead. Be interesting to see if it gets tied again.
Yep.
Alex Fisher up to serve.
Excuse me. I sneezed. All right. Oh, looks like that was a point for the Gilbert Tigers. Tied at 13-13. You know, here we go.
Game keeps getting tied and untied over and over.
Yeah, Caitlin Lyons is serving. It looks like she's had 7 kills and 4 digs in this set, so she's doing good. All right, the Bears 14-13. Bears are in the lead. Justine is serving for the Bears.
It's kind of interesting because, you know, despite the fact that you have specific roles to play in volleyball, it seems like everybody is getting a little bit of the action tonight.
Definitely, everyone's getting to hit the ball. Everyone's showing off their true talents and showing what they can do. So that was a point for the Bears, 15-13. Bears in the lead.
Looks like the Tigers tried to hit it over, but the net interfered just a little too much.
Like I said, the net interfered. Like it grabbed its arms out and it, it hit it, Looks like that was out of bounds. So a point for the Tigers, 15-14. The score is 15-14 because the Bears hit it out of bounds. So that's no fun. Poor Bears.
Cameron Hill serves to the Bears.
Oh, out of bounds.
It was received by the Bears.
15-15. Yep, but the Bears, they hit it out of bounds. So now it's tied. Again. It just keeps tying, guys. All right, here we go.
Cameron Hill up for the serve. Oh, once again, received by the Bears, but out of
bounds. 15-16. Now the Tigers are in the lead. So this ball keeps getting out of bounds. I think the Bears just need to keep it inbounds and keep the points to themselves, and not just kind of give them these free points, right?
Yeah, the Tigers are doing a very good job of keeping up with the Bears.
Definitely, the Tigers are keeping up here. All right, so here we go. We got the Basha Bears. They got that there.
There's a set from the Tigers. She goes to hit it. Oh, pass it back and forth. She sets it up.
Oh, here we go.
There's the tip over the net. Again, a set. She hits it. Ball's just going back and forth there, passing. There's the hit, an attempted block. Oh, they can't quite get it over there.
But they got it here, and that's in the Bears' possession here.
There's this.
Point for the Bears. All right, now it is 16-16, tied. That ball was in the air for so long. That was a great play. They both tried to keep it in the air, like a big, intense game of don't let the balloon touch the ground.
Exactly. That was some great digging, some great passing, eventually a great kill by the Bears.
With Dominique Thompson now serving for the Bears. All right, it's now 16-17 with the Bears in the lead. I mean, not with the Bears, the Tigers in the lead. They switched sides, and now it's confusing me. I am sorry. Don't switch sides on me, guys.
Well, I believe they do that each set, so we're going to have to get used to it.
I know. And then as soon as I get to use this one, they're going to change sets, and that's no fun, is it? All right, we got the Tigers serving here. In the Tigers' possession.
She tries to tip it over the net.
Point for the Tigers, 16-18, Tigers in the lead.
Yeah, both teams trying to tip it over the net, but the Tigers killed it right there. Score is 18-16, Tigers with that 2-point lead that both teams would need to win.
Yep. So I guess we'll see how this goes. Here we go.
Got Ashlyn Zilch serving the ball to the Bears. She hits it, and it was blocked by the Tigers, which means the score is now 19-16, a 3-point lead for the Tigers.
3-point lead, and Kiana, she almost got it. All right, timeout. Timeout. Basha called the timeout. It's a minute long. So it looks like both teams are trying their hardest. They're doing another raffle here in the Basha Bears Stadium over here as they go to support breast cancer. As this is our breast cancer awareness game, we got a lot of pink going out, a lot of the stands wearing pink in order to support breast cancer as they raffle off some items to help with that cause, because it is a really important cause. For a lot of people. I know it's close to a lot of people, and it's important to find a cure.
Yes, and just as well with trying to find a cure, it's always good to remember those who have passed from breast cancer and the efforts to try to find a cure.
Definitely. It's always good to be in remembrance of those who fought and did lose, and also to celebrate those who fought and did win the battle against cancer.
And it looks like the teams are going to be taking their sides of the court again.
All right, again, the score is 16-19. The Tigers are in the lead for those just tuning in. We're getting closer towards the end of the second set. It's still pretty close. You know, it's anyone's game, but the Tigers are in the lead. So Tigers serve.
She sets it up. There's the hit. Just tips the net, but it still goes over. Sets it up once again. There is the hit.
Out of bounds. Point for the Tigers, 17-19.
The score is now 19-17. Tigers still in the lead, only by 2 points, but still a good lead to have.
Always a good lead. But you need at least 2. So.
Received by the Tigers. She hits it, and that is a fair ball.
That was hit by McKenna Martin. So now 17-20. Tigers in the lead.
looks like the Tigers will be serving to the Bears now. They got McKenna Martin serving, and there it is. Gets received by the Bears. Oh, and that was a nice hit from the Tigers, hit from the Bears. Tigers set it up. There's a hit. Oh, and
all right.
That was a fair ball for the Tigers. The score is now 21-17.
Wow, Tigers are fighting hard. All right, let's see. Can the Bears catch up or no?
The Tigers may very well win this set, but once again, it is still anyone's game.
Still anyone's. All right. Kiana blocked that one from the Bears. Tigers getting points, and now the Bears get a point. It is now 18-21 with the Tigers in the lead.
Bears making a little bit of a comeback.
A little bit, but the Tigers still have a pretty decent lead upon the Bears. And so how many points do they need to get to before they can win?
Well, each set except for the last one, if it goes to another set, goes to 25 points.
25. All right.
So long as the team reaches 25 points and they have more than a 2-point lead against the other team. Morgan Soto serves to the Tigers, receives, sets it up, and there was the hit. Passing it. She sets it up, and there's a hit.
Oh.
Great dig from the Tigers. Passing it a little bit. She sets it up, and there's the hit. And
oh! Point for the Bears, 20-21. Tigers in the lead. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Rawr.
Both teams doing a great job. Once again, we got Morgan Soto for the Bears preparing to serve. And here she comes. There's a serve. Received by the Tigers. Very nice receive. There is a hit. Great dig by Caitlin Sammons. She sets it up for the Tigers.
Oh!
Oh, it almost hit the ceiling there. Great digs and great passes. Sets it up for the Bears. There's a hit. Oh, and it looks like...
Wow. 21-21. We are tied. We haven't been tied in a while, so, you know, that's always good.
Tigers had a great lead going there for a while, but the Bears made quite a strong comeback.
Definitely.
Morgan Soto for the serve. Received by the Tigers. She sets it up. Ooh, she tips it over the net. Sets it for a hitter. There it is. And that is another point for the Basha Bears.
Oh,
it is
Basha
now
Bears
22-21. Basha Bears in the lead.
It's a timeout. So Basha Bears actually are in the lead now. They were behind for a bit. But now, you know, the Basha Bears are catching up, you know, keeping it going. Why would you switch them on? As they're doing more raffle ticket giveaways to support breast cancer. So this game has been really close. Both teams, they both have really strong players. They both have really strong motivation to win. Again, this is a friendly competition, and I think it's everyone's having a great time here. The student section's getting into it. They're singing along since there is no pep band here. They're being their own pep band, which is always good to keep them pepped up and partying here in the Basha Stadium here.
Yes, it is definitely good to stay upbeat, and honestly, both teams are doing very good. Like, still nobody is letting up. You know, you would assume that they would get tired, especially because these sets do not have a time limit. Is sorely based on points.
I know I'd be getting tired. Like, I'm getting tired just watching him exert all this energy. All right, it's Bear serve.
Tigers set it up. There's a hit, but there was a block by the Bears, and it looks like that is a point for the Bears. The score is now 23-21. Bears in a 2-point lead.
All right. Here the Bears go.
Morgan Soto once again up serving for Basha. There it is. Received by the Tigers. She sets it up. Here comes the hitter. She tips it over the net. Passing it back and forth. There was the set. Ooh, that was a great dig.
Oh, point for the Bears.
Fair ball.
24-21, Bears in the lead. Look at this. The Bears were behind, but now they caught up. They got motivation.
Yes, they did, and if the Bears do happen to score one more point, this will be the set for them. Morgan Soto serves. Received by the Tigers. She sets it up. There's a hit for the Tigers. There's a block by the Bears. Some really great things being done in this play.
Oh!
She tips it.
Saved by Kiana.
She sets it up. There's the hit.
Oh.
Great dig by the Tigers. There it is.
Oh!
And
Bears scored 25-21.
And with that, that is the end of this second set. It currently sits at the Basha Bears and the Tigers both hold one set per team.
Wow. That's incredible. Now they're going to be switching sides here again. All right, they're switching sides. So right now the Bears have won one set. The Tigers have won one. It is a 5-set game. So whoever gets to 3, correct, is the one who will be the overall champion of this game.
Yes, first team to 3 sets of 5 are the winners.
So it's kind of like a really intense game of rock, paper, scissors, but physical. It's more physical, like one that you'd probably break your leg or exert a lot of energy on.
Yes, definitely more physical and definitely a lot longer.
Yeah, because rock, paper, scissors, you know, it's short, you're just rock, paper, scissors, shoot. So, I mean, this game, we have another set going on, so this definitely won't be the last one because both teams have one set won. So this can go to 5, so we'll see who wins this one, and then maybe the other team will get the other one, who knows?
Yes, but whichever team wins this next set will definitely be in a very good position because it means they will only need one more set to win the entire game, whilst the other team will still need 2. Based on what I've seen from both teams try very hard, essentially, to do well this game. Obviously, like you said, it is friendly competition, but it is always good to have the competitive spirit to motivate you to do very well.
Definitely. The competitive spirit is good. We have about 1 minute and 45 seconds until the next set. As the teams deliberate their different strategies on how they're going to win for each other, you know, for their teams, and, you know, stay in a nice lead for each team. Both teams are really good. Both teams are really motivated, and both teams are wanting to win their set. I got distracted. I'm sorry. So I kind of repeated myself like 3 times, but I apologize. Anyways, so for those of you just tuning in, the Gilbert Tigers have one set won, and the Basha Bears have another one. So now it's 1-1. There is a 5-set total. We're streaming live on sports360az.com with Kevin Dang as our producer. And I'm Miranda Tanquary.
And I'm Jack Bryant.
Just so you know, in case you're curious to add a name to the voice. So we have about 45 seconds until the next set, and as we're showing the Basha Bears deliberating right now, with Nicole Mag, Justine Span, and Rachel Valeri right there. You can kind of see their backs as they get ready for the next set to verse the Gilbert Tigers.
Yes, this should be a pretty interesting set. Both teams trying really hard. They're really pushing it out there. We've been seeing a lot of great moves from both teams. Lots of good digs, blocks, and some really great kills, honestly, and assists.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's getting pretty good with this friendly competition out here, as both teams strive to be the best that they can be. And so here we go. We got the Gilbert Tigers coming out with the man with the GoPro. We just saw him, but whatever.
Sounded like the Tigers were trying to take a little bit of a longer break, but the coach did not quite like that. He was trying to hurry them onto the court.
Coach is like, girls, get on. And we're like, aight.
And it looks like for this set, the Tigers will be serving first to the Bears. Up serving, they've got McKenna Martin.
Yep, so here we go. Ref gives the okay. McKenna Martin goes in for the serve.
And here comes the serve. There it is. Received well by the Bears. She sets it up. There's the hit over the net. Sets it up. There's the hit for the Tigers. Oh, they're trying to save it. She tips it over the net. Getting some great passing by both teams. Oh, there was a block by the Bears. It looks like that block backfired, however. It went into the net a little bit, which means the Tigers have their first point of this set. The score is currently Tigers 1, Basha Bears 0.
But it is still anybody's game. Both teams are amazing, and that's how it's going to roll here. It's 7:55 here in sunny Chandler, Arizona, in case you didn't know. All right, here we go. Basha Bears hit that one.
Looks like the Tigers are trying to save it there. Passing on the Bears side, she sets it up. Oh, she tips it over the net, and that will be a point for the Bears, and that will once again
tie us.
Once again.
Tie us again.
Probably been about 20 times that has happened.
For those of you just tuning in, it's been tied a lot because both teams are they're equally matched. I couldn't tell you if one team was better than the other. They're so equally matched, it's not even funny.
Yes, honestly, both teams are showing a lot of promise. And that was a point for the Basha Bears.
So now the Kiana is serving for the Bears.
Received well by the Tigers. She sets it up, and there's a hit. Ooh, great dig by the Bears. Pass, set it up, there was a hit.
Oh save! Oh, but it went out of bounds, so point. So now it's 2-2 tied.
Bears trying to dig the ball there, couldn't quite get it, missed it by that much. And it looks like Alexa Rocas for the Tigers just served it.
Oh, what happened to the ceiling?
She sets it up. Oh, there's a hit. She hits it. She hits it over the net. And there's the set. Oh! Looks like that the Tigers were trying to block it. And that is a point for the Bears. That puts this set at Bears 3, Tigers 2. Somewhere in between there, it really seemed like the Tigers were trying to block it, but the hit from the Bears seemed to just go right through it. And the ball is received by the Tigers. Oh, and there was the Tigers hit it.
I was distracted.
The Tigers hit the ball, but it was blocked right away from Basha. Puts the score at 4-2. Basha Bears with a 2-point lead.
All right, let's see if the Basha Bears can keep it up. But if we're going anything on past sets, it's literally doesn't matter if they're ahead. The Tigers can catch up, and they have, but so have the Bears. So we'll see how this goes.
Sets it up for the Bears. Oh, nice block by the Tigers. She hits it up.
Oh, and point for the Tigers. Now 4-3. Bears still in the lead.
Getting some great blocks in early here in the set. Once again, Basha Bears and the Gilbert Tigers both hold one set per team.
So we got Sam Baver serving.
And that's set up by the Bears. Oh, and it was hit over the net. Oh, she tries to tip it over. They're trying to save it, keeping it off the ground. She hits it, and it goes out. That is a point for the Tigers.
Tied up 4-4. Would you look at that? Tying at 4-4. All right, we got the Tigers serving. Card by the Bears. Oh, point for the Bears. It is now 5-4 with the Bears in the lead. So that's always good.
Justine Span is up for the Bears, serving to the Tigers. Gets ready for that serve. The ref gives the okay, and there it is. Oh, received pretty well by the Tigers. And it looks like that'll be another point for the Tigers. This puts the game once again
tied at 5-5.
Yes, once again tied.
Yay for time. I have a spasm. All right. Here we go, Tigers serving.
That was received by the Bears. She sets it up. There's a hit.
We go
hit from the Tigers. Oh.
Saved by the Bears.
Hits it over the net. She sets it up. Sets it up once again. There's the hit. Tried to be blocked by the Bears, but couldn't quite get it.
Yep, Kiana saved that one.
Nice dig from the Tigers as well as from the Bears.
Saved by Kiana again. Kiana's doing so well so far.
She sets it up for the Tigers. Dig by Kiana Gonzalez. Going back and forth here, passing it.
With a point for the Bears. 6-5, Bears in the lead.
Serving number 10, Dominique Thomason.
And there's the serve from the Bears to the Tigers. Hits it over the net, and it looks like that will be a point for the Tigers. That puts the game again.
Tied at 6-6.
Yes, this game is getting tied quite a bit.
Because they're so evenly matched.
Then again, all the sets were tied for quite some time throughout the game.
Even their sets are tied. It's tied 1-1. So
everything is getting tied.
Tied.
Sets up for the Bears. There's a hit. Oh, they tried to block it. Looks like they're trying to get over that net. Both teams doing a good job. Set up by the Bears. There's the hit. And it didn't quite make it over the net.
Yep, so point for the Tigers. 6-7. Tigers in the lead.
Served by the Tigers to the Bears. It looks like that went out, so that will be a point for the Bears. Tied at 7-7.
7-7. All right, here we go. We got the Bears. They're getting ready to serve with Caitlin Salmons as she goes in for the serve. And here she goes. And so now it's in the Tigers' possession.
Oh, great save by the Bears. She hits it over the net. Being sets up by the Tigers, hits it, and that will be a point for the Tigers. Puts the game at 8-7. Tigers with a 1-point lead.
Literally, these teams are so evenly matched. It's crazy how good they are. It's crazy how good both teams are. They both have their strong players. I think they're all strong, honestly. I don't think any team has a weak link. Everyone is playing so strong and so hard.
Oh, absolutely, and I bet you would have to be strong to play volleyball. It must take a lot of stamina to be able to do this for almost 5 sets.
Oh, I know. I'm getting tired just watching them. All right. Point for the Tigers, 7-9. Tigers in the lead.
I know we're getting tired and they're the ones running around the field. That's kind of an oxymoron in my opinion.
Yeah, I know. But, you know, whatever works, right?
That was received by the Bears. She sets it up, hits it over the net.
Point for the Bears.
Looked like that was a fair ball.
Yep, so point for the Bears in 9-8 with the Tigers still in the lead here.
Serving for Basha, Morgan Soto.
Looks like we have Morgan Soto once again for the Bears serving. Score is once again Tigers 9, Bears 8. And here comes the serve. There it is, received by the Tigers. Set up. There was the hit. Great dig by the Bears. And it is hit over the net. Saved by the Tigers. She sets it up. Oh, there's the tap over the net, and she saves it.
It looks like Caitlin Salmons actually hit her head on the referee little stand there. She slid and hit her head, so.
Unfortunate for the Bears, but good for the Tigers because that means the game is now 10-8.
All right, here we go. Tigers serving. Bears possession, and looks like that's a point for the Bears. 9-10. Tigers still in the lead.
That was a great kill by Justine Spann.
Here we go, and it's now in the Bears possession with Kiana serving for the Bears.
And there's the serve. It's received by the Tigers pretty well. Gets hit over the net, and that ball is out which means
bounds.
it is a point for the Bears, and the game is
Tied at
10-10.
Number 4, Fiona Gonzalez.
All right. Here we go. It's now in the Tigers' possession, but they hit the net, so now it is 11-10 with the Bears in the lead. Timeout. It's a minute long, so.
These sets have been going on for quite some time.
Quite some time. My leg is falling asleep, Jack.
Well, hopefully it wakes up in a little bit.
I know. I hope so too, because I can't feel it. So, you know, that would be important for me to be able to feel my leg.
Yes, but it's a good thing that you don't need your leg to announce.
That's true. I am sitting down. I am not doing all this physical exertion, but, you know, but right now it is 11-10 with the Bears in the lead. The Bears have won a set and the Tigers have won a set for those just tuning in. There's 5 total, seeing who wins what. You know, it can go up to 5. It might not be that much. But, you know, it looks like it's going to have to be at least 4. It might go to 5.
For those of you who may just be tuning in with us now, the score is now 11-10. The Bears are at a 1-point lead.
And we're streaming live on sports360az.com.
Once again, Kiana Gonzalez preparing to serve for the Bears to the Tigers.
And she's getting ready. And here's the serve.
Gets received by the Tigers. Oh, it's a little low, but they bring it back up. It gets tipped over the net. She sets it up, and there's the hit.
Oh, and a point for the Bears.
That is a fair ball.
12-10, Bears in the lead.
Seems like both teams have been getting that 2-point lead that they need, but just as quickly as they get it, it seems to go away.
Definitely. All right, so we have Kiana serving again for the Bears. Received by the Tigers. Oh!
And that was a great kill from the Tigers. And that will put the score at 12-11. Bears still in the lead, only by 1 point. Once again, that was an amazing kill by the Tigers.
That was amazing. It's so close. Holy crap. All right, so we got Alyssa Gilmore. Oh, not Alyssa. Alexa Rackus, I apologize, serving for the Tigers.
Getting passed around on the Bears side.
Out of bounds.
That was out, which means the game is tied.
At
12-12.
12-12. All right, here we go. The Tigers are serving. Alexa Rackus. Yep. She served.
Oh, and it looks like the serve was out. That is a point for the Bears. Score is now 13-12. Bears with a 1 point lead.
All righty. Alex Fisher is serving for the Bears. And here she goes. Score is 13-12. Bears in the lead. Let's see how she does.
Oh, that was, ooh.
Point for the Bears. 14-12. Bears in the lead.
Wasn't received that well from the Tigers. They couldn't quite get it up as they did previously.
Nope. It was just kind of on the ground. Stayed on the ground.
Score is now 14-12. Basha once again with that 2 point lead.
All right, here she goes again. Looks like the Gilbert Tigers got it that time. Saved by Kiana.
She sets it up. There's a hit from the Bears, and that is fair.
Fair. Point for the Basha Bears. 15-12. Bears are taking a nice 3 point lead here.
Boy, all these sets have really been fired up tonight. Not one team giving up. Everybody trying their hardest, and the student section is just going crazy to support their team.
Definitely. They're here to support their Basha Bears.
And there is a hit for the Tigers. Ooh,
Up in the ceiling.
Saved by the Bears. Goes over the net. Tigers get it. She sets it up. There's a hit. Tips it over. Trying to hit it over to the Tigers. Oh, and it goes out of bounds. That is another point for the Bears. That puts the score at 16-12. Bears with now a 4 point lead.
All right. Bears serving.
Alex Fisher serves to the Tigers. Receives. Sets it up, and here comes the hit. Ooh, and it was blocked.
17-12. Yay for the Bears.
Right out of the gate there by the Bears. 17-12. Bears with a 5 point lead.
5 point lead. That is a huge lead, especially since the game is all fast paced. And, you know, let's see if they can keep this lead up. Gilbert is in possession of the volleyball.
And it gets set up by the Bears. Here comes the tip. Tips it over.
Oh, point. Point for the Bears.
The Bears are on a roll in this set. They are now at a 6 point lead against the Tigers, 18-12.
Timeout called by the Tigers, I believe. Minute long. Wow, the Bears have really taken, this is the biggest lead we've seen so far in these sets. A 6 point lead. I think the biggest one prior to this was probably 3 points. I don't think it really, their point difference wasn't more than 3.
Actually, I think in the first set there was a 17-12, but then it got to the point where they started tying and not tying.
Yeah, after that point, it's just been between 1 to 0 points. So
it is nice to see a little bit of an end to the stalemate, though I'm not sure how much that will last. Once again, the score is 18-12. The Bears are in a 6 point lead against the Tigers. It is still anybody's game, as we have said previously. Both teams only hold 1 set each. However, whatever team gets this next set will be in a very comfortable position for the rest of the game if they can keep that streak up.
Yeah, but then if the other team wins, then they got to play 1 more set to see who's going to win. But we don't know yet, so we'll see. The Basha Bears are in the lead, 18-12. With the Bears serving.
Alex Fisher once again up to serve for the Bears.
Looks like there's a little discrepancy going on. Looks like the coach is, the Gilbert coach has a little bit of a discrepancy with the referee here.
Looks like she's trying to give some commands to her players before we start up again. And
All right, looks like they're starting.
Alex Fisher with the serve, gets received, sets it up for the Tigers. She hits it. Ooh, and great dig. It goes over. Gets set up by the Tigers. Ooh, and Kiana Gonzalez saves it, and they hit it over.
Oh, look at that. That was so cool. Out of bounds. Point for the Bears, 19-12.
That is unbelievable. The score is now 19-12. This is the third set of the game.
All right.
Those are some amazing digs and saves from Basha,
so
especially Kiana Gonzalez.
She is doing so great this time around.
Oh, it goes up the ceiling.
Oh, but
Kiana Gonzalez. Oh, Justine Spann gets received by the Tigers. She sets it up. Oh.
Point for the Tigers.
That is a fair ball. The score is now 19-13. Bears still at a massive 6-point lead against the Tigers.
All right, so now the Tigers are going to be serving here.
Looks like the Tigers will be having Sam Bover serve for them. She serves it, received well by Basha, sets it up. There's a hit.
Point to the Tigers because I believe they hit that red thing on the net. I think that's why, because it was still in play when they called it. Or did they go over? I'm not quite sure what happened.
I'm not sure.
I think someone went over the net, it looks like.
Either that or a player got struck with the ball.
Okay. I didn't quite see, so I apologize to the viewers.
Oh, almost goes up at the ceiling there. Oh, it gets tipped over by Basha. Set up by the Tigers. She hits it. And that is fair. That is another point for the Tigers. That puts this score at 19-15. The Bears are still in a 4-point lead.
So, all right, timeout called by the Bears. It's a minute-long timeout. Score is 19-15 with the Basha Bears in the lead. The Bears have been in this lead for a few minutes now. This is one of the largest leads we've seen in these sets. As the Basha Bears go to try and win this one so that they can win the entire game in general.
Yes, and as more points are scored, we're getting closer and closer to the end of this third set. Once again, whichever team is able to take this set will be in a pretty comfy position if they can keep their streak up for the rest of the game. As I said before, it is the best 3 out of 5.
Best 3 out of 5, and for those just tuning in, 19-15. Bears in the lead, and we're streaming live on sports360az.com by our Basha Multimedia and Film 3 class. And I'm Miranda Tanquary.
And I'm Jack Bryan. For those of you who may just be joining us, once again, the score is 19-15. The Bears are at still a pretty surprising 4-point lead against the Tigers. And speaking of the Tigers, it looks like they will be serving the ball to Basha. Looks like Sam Bover once again.
They'll be serving for the Tigers.
And Basha sets it up. There's a hit. Oh, and there's the block by the Tigers. The Bears get it back. They hit it over the net. Tigers couldn't quite block it. Oh, and that was a block by Basha. They tip it over the net. Hits it over. Tries to kill it. Couldn't quite get it. Oh, they tip it over the net. They try to set it up. There is a hit, and that is a fair ball. That will put this score at 19-16. Another score for the Tigers. Bash is still at a 3-point lead.
I hope the Basha Bears don't get comfortable from their lead and still keep it up so that they can get more points for them, or the Tigers can use that little distraction to catch up to the Bears.
Oh, nice hit by the Bears, but great dig from the Tigers. It gets hit. They're passing it back and forth. It gets set. She hits it. Great save by Kiana Gonzalez. And that was a hit by Julia. That was a great kill by Julia Molines.
Now it scores 20-16 with the Bears in the lead. And here we go with the Bears serving number 8, Justine Spann.
And it gets hit by Kaylin Lines. Oh, got tipped over the net, but it looks like that was a point for the Tigers. The score is now 20-17. Bears still holding on to that 3-point lead. Looks like Caitlin Linez is serving for the Tigers. There it is. Received well by Basha. It gets set up. She hits it. It gets blocked. And it looks like that was out on the Bears' part.
20-18 is the score, with the Bears in the lead.
Unbelievable that the Bears have gone from almost a 7-point lead to just a minor 2-point lead. It'll be interesting to see what the rest of the set holds for these teams.
Definitely, definitely. Here we go. Basha possession. Fair ball, so that's 21-18, Bears in the lead.
We are beginning to near the end of this third set. Once again, still anybody's set to take.
But the Bears are in the lead, so we've got Dominique Thomason serving for the Bears.
Gets received by the Tigers. Ooh, and she just makes it, sets it up, tips it over the net. She hits it up. There's the hit. Tries to get blocked, but still goes over. And that was a good hit by, that was a great hit, it seemed, by Crystal Blair.
Definitely, so now it's 21-19, but the Bears are still in the lead. So Tigers are serving with Cameron Hill as their server for this one. See if she gets ready.
There's the serve, received by Basha. She sets it up, here comes the hit. Oh, she tips it over. Pass it back and forth between the Tigers. Oh, they try to hit it, but it gets blocked by Basha. Some really great stuff going on in all parts of these sets. Oh, and that is a ball, fair ball, and that is a point for the Tigers. This game is now at 21-20. The Bears only have a 1-point lead.
Back to anyone's game. Bears did have a huge lead, but now they're so close, anyone's game. Point for the Tigers, 21-21, and we're back to being tied.
At 21-21.
All right, timeout called by the Bears. So this game, you know, the Bears just had a huge lead, but the Tigers did catch up to them. We're not 21-21. We had, both teams are playing super, super hard. It's anybody's game right now. Bears have won one set, the Tigers have won another. For those just tuning in, it's been super close and both teams are trying their hardest.
Yes, we've been seeing a lot of the same faces on both teams. For the Bears, been seeing a lot of Kiana Gonzalez. For the Tigers, been seeing a lot of Caitlin Linez this
Definitely,
game.
and how they, I feel like if you had to choose, those would be their players that are kind of, you know, starring a bit, and you know, keeping it up.
Yes, and I am sure that the Bears are feeling a bit of pressure after losing such a huge lead.
Here we go with the Tigers are in possession, and they're going to serve it by Cameron Hill. Oh, and she hit the net, so that is a point to Basha, 22-21.
That puts Basha at a 1-point lead. Once again, in order to win the set, whatever team wins the set needs to win by 2 points, despite if it reaches 25. Received by the Tigers. She sets it up, and there's the hit. Oh, she just gets it over. The Bears are hitting it. She hits it over. They're passing it. She gets it over the net. Saved by the Bears. Justine Spann hits it over. Cameron Hill saving the ball there. Great hit by the Tigers. There's a hit, and that is a fair ball. That is 23-21. Basha with a 2-point lead.
All right, the Bashas are back have a bit more of a lead, though not as much as they had earlier.
And the ball served from Basha, received by the Tigers.
But
and looks like there was a call.
Not quite sure. But
looks like that might have been a replay.
Yeah, it looks like a replay.
Served once again from the Bears, received this time by the Tigers. We're playing it this time, gets hit, saved by the Bears. They're trying to get it over. Oh, they just get it over. Tigers get it back in the air. They get it over the net. It's set up by the Bears. There's the hit. And it looks like that is a fair ball. The score is now 24-21. One more point for the Bears to win this third set, putting them at 2 sets.
All right, let's see if the Bears can do it.
Looks like we got Caitlin Salmon serving the ball.
Oh,
That was a great hit by the Tigers.
Now that puts it at 24-22 with the Bears still in the lead. It's getting close to the end of the third set.
McKenna Martin swooping in with that kill. 24-22. Basha still has enough points to win this set if they get this one. Tigers serve to the Bears. It is received. Oh, it gets hit by the basketball hoop in the ceiling, but they are still able to keep it in play. Set up by the Tigers. Oh, blocked by the Bears. And it looks like the Bears win the third set. That means that the Basha Bears have won 2 sets and the Tigers have won 1.
So if the Bears win this next set, they will win the entire game. But if the Tigers win this next one, then that means that we're going to play one more set here. So let's see how this goes. It was won 25-22. Bears win for the third set.
You have to admit, out of the 3 sets that we've seen, in my personal opinion, I think that was one of the best ones that we have seen, especially considering it wasn't so much of a stalemate throughout as the first 2.
Definitely, and it was both teams, following each other, trying to figure out what they're going to do next. And ultimately the Basha Bears did win that set because of their determination and everything. So we have about 2.5 minutes until the next set while they deliberate as they switch sides. And so far in this game, I mean, for those if you're just tuning in. So if you're just tuning in, Jack's going to give you some scores here.
So just to recap, the first set ended at 30 points for Basha and 32 for the Tigers. The second set was the one that Basha won at 25-21, and the set that we just ended was the third set, Basha winning it 25-22.
So as you can see, it is really close. All 3 sets have been close. It is anybody's game. Both teams are amazing. Both teams have great players. Both teams are trying their hardest, and it is amazing to see them try. They're putting their blood, sweat, and tears into this game. You can see, them. They're trying their hardest, and they're trying their best to win. As we have a minute and a half here until we get to either the last or the second to last set in this game.
Yes, and I'm sure that the Gilbert Tigers are feeling quite a bit of pressure because if Basha wins this next set, that is the game. It means that Basha wins the game. So I'm sure the coaches are trying to at least enlist some hope in their players and hopefully try to work out some strategies on how to win the next set. If the Tigers do happen to win the next set, however, we will go into the 5th set. Now, I believe that the 5th set, unlike the other 4, only goes to 15 points.
Definitely. So like kind of going back on what you said about the hope thing, because it kind of got me inspired for, I bet, these coaches are giving these pep talks to these players, giving and making sure that these players are super pepped, super hyped for them to be able to have the energy in order to win. So for those of you if you're just tuning in, this is the Basha versus Gilbert volleyball game here at Basha High School, and I'm Miranda Tanqueray with Jack Bryant. Is that your last name? I don't even know. I'm so bad with names. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Actually, you're one of the only people, other than probably some of my friends and family, that's ever pronounced it right. Most people think I'm saying Brian. I'm not saying Brian. I'm saying Brian. I just don't over-enunciate the T.
I decided to over-enunciate it because I like to talk and I can over-enunciate things if I really want to.
And it looks like the Bears just came back from a pretty happy huddle, I guess you could call it. They seem pretty excited because I'm sure they know just as well as anybody else in the court tonight that if they win the set, it's the game.
Definitely. So let's see how this game goes. But like you said, it's still anyone's game. All right. So here we go. We got the Basha Bears will be serving first with Morgan Soto. All right. So now Gilbert. They're back to the Bears.
Oh, that went up into the ceiling. Set up, gets hit. Oh, and it looks like that is the first point for Basha of this set. That puts the score at Basha 1, Tigers 0.
All right, so here we go. We got the Bears serving again. And it's a point for the Bears. 2-0, Bears in the lead. Timeout called by the Tigers. So Tigers are probably feeling the pressure. The Bears have won 2 sets. Tigers have won 1. It is a 5-set game. So the first 1 to 3 wins. So if the Tigers, don't win this one, the Bears will win the entire game.
Yeah, and if I was in the position of the Gilbert Tigers, I would definitely be feeling a lot of pressure, especially knowing that the game is more or less on the line if you don't win or at least come out of the gate strong. Even though Basha has a 2-point lead right now and the Tigers have no points, as we've seen previously in the game, it's very easy to make a comeback, very easy to end the lead of the other team.
Definitely, and we'll just see how this goes because like I've been saying, both teams are super strong and both teams are dedicated. So we have the Basha Bears serving again as we get the games back started up from the timeout that was just called by the Gilbert Tigers.
And there's a serve from Basha, received well by the Tigers, sets it up, there's a hit, oh, and it is, tries to block it there. And it looks like that is another point for the Bears. That puts the score at 3-0. Bears with a 3-point lead.
Bears already starting out with a lead. That is a good sign for the Bears, but, I guess we'll see what happens. So we have the Bears serving again with Morgan Soto.
And this time it looks like that serve was out. That is the first point for the Tigers of this set. The Bears' lead is now reduced to 2 points. Score is now 3-1. The Tigers, looks like they have Alexa Rockas for the Tigers serving to the Bears.
Here comes the serve to the Bears.
And she sets it up, goes in for the hit. There it is. Passing it, gets it over the net. She saves it. Oh, it goes over. She saves it. It goes over the net. Tigers really trying here. She sets it up. There's the hit again. Oh, she's got to save it. She gets it. She gets it over the net. Tigers and the Bears are really pushing here. Oh, and it looks like that is a point once again for the Tigers. The score is now at 3-2.
That ball was in the air for a very long time. And, ultimately the Tigers went out and got the point. So now, like Jack said, it is 3-2. So now the ball is in Tigers' possession as they serve.
And the ball was received by Basha. There was the setup, and that was a great kill by the Bears. Gives the Bears another point. Score is now 4-2. Bears once again getting that 2-point lead in there.
Definitely. So now the Bears are coming to serve with Kiana, who has been having a great game so far. Oh!
And
point for Basha, 5-2. Bears in the lead.
Great attempt by the Tigers to score, but an equally great block on the Bears' part.
Definitely. So now we have Kiana serving again for the Bears. And here we go. Gilbert.
She sets it up. Oh, she gets it just over the net. She saves it, sets it up. Here comes the hit. Oh, there's the hit. And that is another point for the Bears. That puts the score at 6-2. They are getting a lead once again.
Wow, this is incredible. The Bears are taking another huge lead like they did in the last set. Here we go, Kiana.
She sets it up. There's the hit. And that is a fair ball.
So point for the Gilbert Tigers. It is now 6-3, 3-point lead by the Bears.
For Gilbert, Sam Bover.
All right.
Looks like the Tigers will be having Sam Bover serve the ball to the Bears. There it is. Bears receive the ball. She sets it up. There's the hit. Oh, and that ball is out. That is another point for the Tigers.
6-4.
Basha still has that 2-point lead.
So here we go. Tigers are serving with Sam Bover. Here we go. Now Basha has it.
Great block attempt by the Tigers. A little struggle there. She sets it up. There's a hit. That is a fair ball for the Tigers.
Wow, 6-5. The Tigers are coming back from that lead that the Bears were having, and I guess we'll see if the Bears can keep their lead going. Maybe they can get a lead again, or if Tigers are going to get in the lead instead.
Looks like that gap between the Bears and the Tigers is closing very, very quickly.
Point for the Bears. 7-5, 2-point lead by the Bears.
Amazing kill. 7-5. Basha Bears with that 2-point lead again.
Definitely, as the Bears get ready to serve, Alex Fisher will be serving for the Basha Bears. There's the serve. Oh, saved by Gilbert. Here we go.
Get some great movements.
Oh, and Gilbert gets the point. 7-6. Bears leading by 1. All right, here we go. The ball is in Gilbert's possession. Caitlin lines.
Received by Basha. Oh, she sets it up pretty quickly. There's the hit. Saved by the Tigers. Equally great hit. Sets up once again for the Bears. There's the hit. Goes up in the ceiling. They're able to save it, however. Gets it over the net. Tries to block it. Basha tried to block it, but couldn't quite get it. The score is tied once again, 7-7.
Yay, tying. And for those, if you're just tuning in, all of these sets have been full of ties as they've been neck and neck and neck here at Basha. So now Gilbert is serving.
Sets it up for Basha. There's the hit. And that looks like a point for the Bears. The score is now 8-7. Bears with a 1-point lead.
Incredible. Here we go as the Bears serve Justine Spann, who is also the daughter of the coach, Mrs. Spann.
Hits it up, gets it over the net. Tigers are able to keep it in play, and it hits the net.
Point.
That is another point for the Bears.
9-7. Bears in the lead by 2. And now the Bears back. The ball is back in the Bears' possession.
The coach of the Tigers really trying to motivate them right now. I can only imagine the pressure they're feeling.
Definitely. So now the Tigers have it.
And gets set up for the Bears. They hit it. Oh, and it's going out of bounds, but the Tigers touch the ball, which means that is a point for the Bears. The score is now 10-7. The Bears getting a 3-point lead and getting up there once again.
Definitely the Bears have been getting into a lead in these last 2 sets, so let's see if they can keep this up or if the Tigers will overcome it. A point for the Bears. It is now 11-7. Bears in the lead.
We've been seeing a lot of great stuff from both teams once again.
Definitely.
And here comes the serve from the Bears to the Tigers. There it is, trying to set it up. There's a hit. Oh, and it goes out of bounds on the Bears' part. That is a point for the Tigers. Score is now 11-8.
All right, but that's okay. The Basha Bears still have the lead that they worked for a bit in the last few minutes.
Looks like we got Cameron Hill ready to serve for the Tigers. There it is, received by Basha. Sets it up, gets ready for the hit. There it is,
Point
and that is a fair ball.
Now 12-8, Bears in the lead. 4-point lead by the Bears.
Looks like Dominique Thomason will be serving for the Bears over to the Tigers.
See if the Bears can keep up their lead or if the Tigers will overcome it.
Once again, the score is Bears 12, Tigers 8. Received well by the Tigers, sets it up. Here comes the hit. Oh, and that was blocked. Great block by Basha. She sets it up again. Here comes another hit. Saved. Oh, she sets it up. Hit. Fair ball.
Point to Basha. Point to Basha. 13-8. Bears in the lead.
Score is now 13-8.
5-point lead by the Bears. All right, now we got a timeout called by the Tigers. All right, so we got a minute-long timeout here. The score is 13-8. Bears with a 5-point lead. For those just tuning in, we are on sports360az.com. I'm Miranda Tanquary with Jack Bryant because he didn't do his little cue thing, so I was just going to say it because, you know, whatever. And we're in the Basha Multimedia Film 3 and 4 class with Kevin Dang as our producer here. We're having a great time here tonight in Chandler, Arizona. It's 8:34 here. I don't know the weather, or I would tell you. I mean, it's cold in the gym, but, you know, outside it's probably dark, it's probably chilly. But we are in a desert, so who knows? All right, we're getting ready to start this game up again as the Gilbert Tigers and the Basha Bears verse each other here.
Well, I don't know what you mean by cold. I think it feels pretty nice in here, but okay.
Well, Jack, you're wrong. All right, served by the Bears.
Received by the Tigers. And they hit it over the net. It is set up by the Bears, tipped over the net. Looks like they're trying to hit it up. There it is, over the net again on the Tiger side. There we go, again that hit in, saved by the Bears. She gets it up, there's the hit. They're trying to keep it in the air, sets it up, tips it over the net, and that is a point for the Tigers. Scores now 13-9.
All right, the Tigers are getting a little bit of a catch-up here, but Bears still have a significant lead. So we'll see how this is going to play out. My foot is falling asleep again. So.
And it looks like the Tigers will be serving to the Bears. Looks like they have Ashlyn Zilch up to serve.
Here we go.
And there it is. Right to the Bears, received great. There's the hit, she tips it over the net. Sets it up, there's the hit, oh, it goes back. There it is again. Oh, and they couldn't quite save it. Once again, a point for the Tigers. Scores now 13-10. Bears only with that 3-point lead.
Can you not count? 10 and 13. Is that a 2-point lead, Jack? No, it is a 3-point lead. All right, all right. All right, now it's a 4-point lead. Because now 14-10, Bears in the lead.
Well, it's very hard to math at 8:36 at night.
Well, then you need to go back to kindergarten. All right, we've got Caitlin serving for the Bears.
Oh,
point for the Bears, 15-10.
Couldn't quite get received by the Tigers.
Bears are now back in their 5-point lead here in the game against Gilbert. Got Caitlin Sammons serving again.
Received by the Tigers. She sets it up, and there's a hit.
Oh!
Up in the ceiling. And it looks like that is a point for the Tigers. Score is 15-11. 4-point lead for the Bears still.
All right, and then that was a good play. Good play. So now the ball is now the Gilbert has the ball with McKenna Martin serving it for the Gilbert Tigers.
There it is. Received by Basha. Oh, tries to set it up. Gets it over the net. She hits it. Sets up. Here comes the hitter. There it is. Gets blocked. They are trying to get it over that net. And
out
it
of
is out.
16-11. Bears in the lead by 5.
Number 1, Morgan Soto.
We are really getting close to the end of this 4th and possibly final set if the Bears can pull it off.
Morgan Soto is serving for the Bears.
And there's the set. Oh, it gets up there. The Bears are able to save it. Oh, and they couldn't quite get it. That is a point for the Tigers.
It's now 16-12 with the Bears still in the lead by 4. All right, Alexa Rockus is serving for the Gilbert Tigers.
There's the serve. Received well by Basha. Sets it up. There's the hit. Almost. Oh, they tried to get it over. That is a fair ball.
Point for the Bears, 17-12. Bears in the lead by 5.
Once again, one of those big leads that we have seen throughout this game.
All right, here we go. The Bears. We have Kiana. She's serving for the Bears.
And that serve wasn't quite received well from the Tigers. Bears now at a 6-point lead with 18 points. Tigers at 12.
This is a huge lead for the Bears. All right, so as Kiana goes ahead and serves again.
There it is. Received by the Tigers. Sets it up. There's a hit. There's the block. They're trying to get it back over. She sets it up. Oh, they save it. They're trying to get it over.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Unfortunate for the Bears, but great for the Tigers. That puts the score at 18-13.
5-point lead by the Bears. We're getting close to the end of the set. We'll see if the Bears will be able to pull off this win and win the entire game, or if the Gilbert Tigers will catch up.
And that serve from the Tigers was received well from the Bears. She sets it up. There's the hit. Goes over the net. She sets it up for the Tigers. And that is a point for the Bears. The score is 19-13. You can really feel the excitement from the student section.
Definitely, as everyone's getting excited as this set is coming to a close, as they only have to get up to 25 or more if they get tied. But right now it's such a far gap, it might not even tie.
Set up by the Tigers. Oh, there it is. Looks like that was a fair ball for the Tigers. That puts the score at 19-14. Basha still holding on to a 5-point lead.
Definitely. So 19-14, Bears in the lead. Now Bears are in possession.
And that is another point for the Bears, 20-14.
Wow, Bears are in such a lead right now. I guess we'll see how this plays out. You know, maybe the Tigers, they could catch up. You know, it's still anyone's game because, like I said, they are all doing well.
I mean, they could definitely make a comeback here.
They could.
Set up by the Tigers, hit over the net. Oh, it goes up in the ceiling. They save it, trying to get it over. They get it over that net. Tigers really trying here. There's the hit. Oh, and it is out of bounds.
So
that is a point for the Bears.
7-point lead by the Bears. That is a large lead, Jack.
Yes,
that is a very, very large lead.
I believe a 7-point lead for the Bears. We are creeping up on the end of this fourth set. Receive from the Tigers. Oh, they try to put it up. Oh, they're trying to get over the net. They're trying to take advantage. Oh, they can't quite get it. Get it over the net. And that is a point for the Tigers. Score is now 21-15.
Now it's a 6-point lead by the Bears.
Still a very big lead, however, especially this late into the set.
Definitely. I mean, you know, like I said, it's still anybody's game because right now the Tigers are serving.
Received by the Bears. They set it up. Oh,
point for the Tigers.
Point for the Tigers.
21-16 with Bears in the lead. Maybe the Tigers will close the gap and win the set. Who knows?
Anything can happen.
In the exciting world of volleyball.
Cameron Hill for the serve. Received by Basha. Oh, sets it up, and here comes the hit. She tips it over the net, trying to set it up. Oh.
Saved by Kiana for the Bears, but not saved enough. 21-17, Bears in the lead.
Tigers are creeping up on the Bears.
Yep, we have a timeout called by Basha. So, I mean, score is 21-17. Bears are in the lead. It's been so interesting. You know, it's still is either Gilbert or Basha's, you know, either of them can win the set. They're both really good teams, and they both are dedicated. And I think Gilbert's ready to try and catch up to Basha, but I think Basha is ready to dominate the Gilbert Tigers. So, you know, you have this mix of who's going to win.
Exactly. Once again, for those of you who may just be tuning in, the score is right now 21 Bears, 17 Tigers. Once again, I'm Jack Bryan.
And I'm Miranda Tanquary. And you're on Sports360AZ.com.
And it looks like Cameron Hill once again getting ready for that serve to Basha. Really prepping for that serve, and there it is. And it goes out. That is a point for the Bears, 22-17.
All right. 3 more points and the Bears will win the entire game.
Dominique Thomason serving for the Bears to the Tigers.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Received well by the Tigers. Oh, there's a hit. Oh, and that looks like a point for the Tigers. The score is now 22-18. I believe the Bears still have a 4-point lead on the Tigers, however.
Yes, they do. And for those tuning in, the Bears have won 2 sets. The Tigers have won 1, and we are going to 3-1 sets. So we'll see how this plays out. Tigers serve.
That is out once again. Another point for the Bears, 23-18. The end of the set is coming up soon.
Let's see if the Bears can pull it off. They just need 2 more. Need 2 more points, and they can win the set and win the entire game. Caitlin Sammons is serving for the Bears.
Oh, and it looked like that went out on Basha's part. That is another point for the Tigers. 23-19, Bears still in the lead.
All right, here we go. Tigers serving. McKenna Martin. All right. Gilbert Tigers have it on their side as they try and get. Oh, saved by the Bears. Excellent
the Bears are trying to
save.
save it. They get over the net. Oh, and it looks like that's a
Oh,
point for the Bears.
fair. 24-19. Bears need one more point, and they will win the set, ultimately winning this game.
The end of the set is almost here.
Unless the Gilbert Tigers can just get, get 6 more without the Bears getting 1. Tigers get a point, 24-20.
The game is still tight.
Here we go. Now the ball, the Tigers have the ball with Elizabeth White serving. Not Elizabeth White, I apologize, Alexis Rackus.
And that is...
Basha scores! Goal by that, or
and
score,
Basha
whatever.
has won the game.
25-20, they won 3 sets. The Bears and Tigers had a great game. It was really close the entire time. Both teams played their best. Both teams did the best that they could, and so ultimately Basha won out.
This was truly a great game to watch. It was really fun to be here, really fun to watch. Overall, both teams did amazing.
So the game was really good. So once again, I'm Miranda Tanquary.
And I'm Jack Bryan. Let's give another quick thank you to Sports 360 AZ for allowing us to live stream this event. Thank you so much for watching and have a great night.